Hello and welcome to Planning with Jamie. Today I am going to do a flip through of my January fitness planner that is all completed already. Right, so this is my Fitness Happy Planner. It is a classic size. I ended up getting it, I think it was clearanced out for like $8 or $7 or something like that. And I was really iffy whether I wanted a fitness planner or not. And I have to say, I am so happy that I ended up getting it, and I've really enjoyed it. Right, so here on the first page, here is a picture of my husband and I. So this was partway through my journey already. In this picture, this was September, and I started my journey like towards the end of June. And so I had already lost some weight. But I'm really happy actually that I have this picture to reflect back on, because I have changed a lot since this picture. So really we should recreate it, and I can put in an updated one. All right, and then you can see I'm not doing anything with the calendar, the perpetual calendar. I have some bullet journal sheets that I have created that I'm going to do another video for that, and so look back for those. And let's get to, here is January. So it says the biggest adventure you can take is to live the life of your dreams, Oprah Winfrey. So at first this really didn't talk to me, but I think the more and more that I end up using this, it does. Like, I really enjoy it. All right, flipping to the calendar. So for January, I decided I really wanted to use the monthly calendar. And I know I hear from a lot of planners that they don't, they just leave it white, but I love my monthly calendars. So I ended up decorating it just nice and simple because I knew I wanted to write in a lot of stuff. So every single day I am tracking water, sleep, steps, distance, and calories burned. Then you could see I weigh myself basically every day. Every now and then there is a day that I end up missing, or I weighed myself and then I forgot to write it down, and by the time I go to write it down, I forgot what the number was. So like here on this Monday, that's exactly what ended up happening. These pink lines that you see are my workouts. So you can see on Monday, I do really great. I work out. Tuesday, I do awesome. And I even double up my workouts all the time. And then for some reason, Thursday is my hardest day to get a workout in. And so my goal for February is to change that. So let's keep going strong at the end of the week. And then Saturday and Sunday I work. And so those are not my workout days because my work days are way too long for that. Over here on the side, I end up putting the highlighter color equals a workout. Up here were my goals for the month, so I wanted to hit 6,000 steps every single day. My macro goals were carbs 120, protein 90, and fats 40, and then I wanted 60 ounces of water every single day. So 6,000 steps seem like a small amount, but a lot of days when I'm home, so Monday through Friday I'm home with my kids, I'm homeschooling them, or we're driving around for appointments and different time commitment items. And so a lot of those days I was only getting like 3,000 steps. And so this 6,000 steps is pushing myself to get more active on these days that I am so busy. Then my macros, these were discussed with my doctor and were suggested by her. So I suggest don't just follow mine, talk to your doctor and see what would be best for your body. And then my water, the 60 ounces is really low, but before this, when I started tracking, I was maybe getting 20 ounces on a really great day. And so 60 is really pushing it for me, and then I figure as I start doing better, I can increase it even more. And this move, this is my word of the year. So move isn't only for fitness. Of course, I want to move and exercise and get my body in shape, but it's moving up in my work. It is, you know, moving up for education things. It is like just a whole bunch of things for move just meant a lot to me. So I really liked that word for the year. Right, so as you can see, I did fill out everything. Every now and then I did miss something. Monday is my official weigh-in date, and so every Monday I did weigh in except for this one, but that's how I calculate whether I've lost weight or not. And I know that the number on the scale is only a number, so I do focus on it, but as I started working out too, I started seeing that number really fluctuate a lot. Whereas before that, I was just consistently losing weight. So I really do think the workouts are affecting it in a good way though. Like I feel it in my body. Right, so here we are, week 1. This is December 27th through January 2nd. This was my first time ever using a fitness planner. Before this, I was doing a food log in a teacher happy planner, and that was working really great for me. But I kind of liked the idea of ending up doing everything in one place. So here is my last weigh-in of 2021. I was 192 pounds. This says focus, but I ended up putting my macros and my steps there, and then my food log, breakfast, lunch, and supper. I'm not really a snacky person, so I didn't need a snack area. And then down here is just some inspirational things. So I don't feel like I did great on decorating this, like especially looking back and knowing what I'm doing now. This spread just doesn't talk to me as much, but I'm really glad that I jumped in and I did this. So a few things to know, I was sick during this time, and so a lot of my calories are all over the place. And then I was not working out yet during this time frame. So over here I just wrote still sick, get coughing just walking stairs, hoping next week is better. Diet is 50-50. I can and will do better. So I like that because I can reflect back and see like where my mindset was and everything. And then we also had some Christmases, like some late Christmas get-togethers with family members. And so like this Olive Garden, Happy Joe's is a pizza place, Hardee's, Rudy's is a Mexican place. I mean, we ordered out quite a bit, especially here at the beginning. And my diet was just crap this week, and I felt sluggish from it. So the other thing too, I write my goal numbers for my macros over here, and if I hit them, I put a little star next to it. So I mean, I did hit that quite often, but a lot of times, like here, the calories, I only got 843 for that day because I was sick and I didn't feel like eating anything at all. Like I had no appetite. And so even though I hit my macros, that's not healthy. That's not healthy. And then I ended up doing better as the week went on. So here it says me time. My me time for the week was doing some planner time and then taking a nice hot bath and reading and relaxing in it. My steps were really bad. Let's see, on my worst day right here, I was 1,402, and then my best day was 7,724, and that is a work day. So I did write, I work Saturday and Sunday, and I am more active naturally on my work days because I'm a nurse, and that's what you do. You stay on your feet and you work. So we also got a winter storm during this time. I remember because I ended up staying at a hotel like between my shifts so that I didn't have to drive on the bad roads an hour each way. And so while I was there, I signed up for Beachbody and I put a new start. I was excited for that. I had done some research and I found that I liked the idea of having so many different workouts right at my fingertips. And I love that I could sign in anywhere and do these workouts anywhere. And then over here, I do my calorie total for the whole entire week. And so I ingested an average of 1,283 calories per day. So I just take my total, divide it by 7, and that gives me my daily average. So my goal was to be 1,300 calories, and I was really close to it. But like I said, I was sick is the reason why I was close to it. And then calories burned was, and these are active calories. They're not just like, hey, I'm sitting here and burning calories just by being alive. And I had burned 1,049 calories, so not many at all. And when I read through my food log, I'm not proud of it at all. Right, so then we progressed forward to January 3rd through the 9th. I really love the colors of this and the simplicity of it, and it was just really easy to use. And so I've decided I'm going to make goals over here in this area. So my goals for this week was drink more water, meal plan, and work out 2 times this week. And if I did it, I put check marks, and so I ended up doing great with my goals, and I put I did my best. Small steps lead to big results. And then my habit tracker was to wake up by 7:30, because at this point in time we were sleeping until 8 or 8:30, and that just felt too late for us. And so I ended up doing it 4 out of 7 days. And like I said, I was sick. And so, I was recovering from being sick. And so I definitely just wanted to sleep more. Plus, January is just a cold month in the Midwest, and so it's boring and you end up sleeping more. But I wanted to get back into my normal routine. Here is my weekly weigh-in. So I was 190.8. I ended up tracking all of my food. My goals were the same for my macros, and I wanted to be 1,300 calories. So it looks like on my best day, this was 865 calories. So that's too low. You should not go below 1,000 calories. And then on my worst day was right here, 1,820. And that's mostly we had taco bowls with chips. And so, I mean, tacos can add up really quickly. But still, that's an okay calorie count compared to what I used to do. So most of the days, here's 1,100, here's almost 1,100, here's 1,100, 1,200, and 1,300. So I did really good starting to actually like pay attention and focus on my diet more. So the one thing you can see is if I want something, I do end up letting myself have it. Like here, there was pepperoni pizza. I let myself have it because if I make everything a no food, I'm going to end up crashing and burning and failing at this. And I think the reason why I've been so successful with my weight loss journey is that I do allow myself, and then I just end up going like planning around it. So skipping breakfast this day had nothing to do with the fact we were having pepperoni pizza for lunch. It's just I wasn't hungry. And I mean, I used to skip meals every single day. It was ridiculous. And that's one of the things I'm focusing on with my doctor is don't skip meals, and at the very least do a protein shake. But at this point in time, I hadn't found one that I liked. So down here, I put exercise, and here was my first exercise. So I had signed up for that Beachbody a few days before, and then I worked the weekend, and then I started my workouts, and it felt great. I loved it. So like here, I didn't put how many calories, but it was 45 minutes. Here I burned 309 calories. It was 42 minutes. And these are the names of the workout that I do. So Let's Get Up is with Shaun T from like Insanity, and is it T25 that he ended up doing? But I really like this workout. Like I have loved it, and I look forward to it every day. And then I did a few rest days because I have a bad knee and it kind of flared it up. Also, I worked this day. So again, I don't exercise on the days that I work. And then I just didn't get back into it, even though I was off these 2 days. All right, so down here are my daily step counts, and my worst day was 3,568. And my best day looks like it was right here, 7,347. So not bad, but not awesome either. Up here, I ended up noting so busy and didn't make time for workout. You can do better, schedule it, no excuses. So I'm telling myself, like when I go to plan for the next week, knock it off, Jamie, hold yourself accountable. My me time for the week was planning time, editing videos for YouTube, and then being able to read some. And then I put busy at a dance competition all day, and that way I know like maybe that's why I didn't work out, or maybe that's why I got better steps in, or maybe that's why we ate kind of weird. It's just kind of an extra note so that it makes sense when I'm reflecting back. And then for the win for the week, I started working out again after 2+ years of not working out. So it was like 2.5 years ago, I hurt my knee and I couldn't work out. I mean, I could barely just vacuum the floor, and I got really sick and tired of that. And now since working out, it has been a little bit better. Then my totals for the week, my calories were 8,729, so that averages 1,247 daily, and so it's right around my 1,300 goal, so I felt great about that. My steps were 39,172, and if we look back here, my steps were 24,070, so we went up by 15,000 plus steps. And then calories burned, my active calories were 1,970, so I burned 921 more calories this week than the previous week. And if you look, I mean, some of that is these two workouts. So I want to say this workout was 330 or something like that, or 303, and then this one was 309. And so, I mean, a lot of this burn time is specifically the exercise. All right, so then we are going to go on to January 10th through the 16th. This is one of my favorite spreads for decorations out of the month of January. I just kind of like the flow of it and the colors, and it just all made sense to me. So I started doing fitness goals and nutrition goals this week. So my fitness goal was to work out 3 times. I hit that, and to use the treadmill once. I didn't hit that. For some reason, I'm not using my machines that I have because I'm enjoying these other workouts so much. Then my nutrition goal is to get water, and then track food. I haven't stayed on it in 1 week, so it's telling me that like I need to refocus my needs into the food category. And then this is huge for me right here, no knee pain. This is the first time in 2.5 years that I actually went without knee pain every single day, and that felt great. So up top here, I have most of my quotes. We have hydration stickers because one of my goals was to work on my hydration. And then here on Monday is my weekly Monday weigh-in. And so I was 188.8, and if you could see, I was 190.8 the date or the week before. So I did end up losing 2 pounds. I put, oh my God, 180s, because I hadn't been in the 180s for quite some time. Here are all my macros, and I starred next to where I hit my goal, and you can see I didn't hit it very often. This was a bad week. Right down here are my workouts for the week, and my goal was 3 times, so I put 3 boxes to try to hold myself a little bit more accountable, wanting to fill in my planner the way that I expected it to be. So I did 36 minutes of the beach body workout here, burned 253 calories, and I put I was exhausted but got up and worked out anyways. It felt great afterwards. And you know what? This is huge because I feel like this a lot of the days, but then I remember how awesome I feel after a workout. So I do end up reflecting back on this workout. Like, this one just sticks in my head all the time, and it motivates me to get my butt off of that couch and do the workout. Literally, I was falling asleep on the couch, and I said, no, I'm gonna get up and work out instead on this day. All right, and then the next day, I ended up doubling up my workouts. So did 2 of the Shaun T workouts, so a total of 62 minutes, and I burned 441 calories, so that's really great. And then here I did just 1 workout because it was a lifting workout, a resistance one. It was 30 minutes, burned 181 calories. And then my last workout here, I missed it, and I put need to schedule workout time in. I'm too busy. But my workout goal was 3, and I did 1, 2, 3, but I mean I did 2 on one day, so you might be able to count it as 4 if you want. I guess I'm not that focused on it. And then my food was way more on track, but you do see I'm skipping meals pretty often. And in fact, on this Friday, I went and saw my doctor, and we discussed it more and more because I said, I'm just not hungry. Like, I just don't have the appetite. And so I was writing that into, like, I'm not skipping because I'm too busy, which is usually my issue. I'm skipping it because honestly, I just don't want to eat any food. And so we ended up discussing it, and I told her I can't find a protein shake that I enjoy, and she ended up suggesting Fairlife protein shakes. And literally after I left there, I ended up stopping at 2 different stores and getting a few different kinds of Fairlife protein shakes, like chocolate and strawberry, And I like them. I like them a lot. So now I'm using protein shakes on the parts that I am skipping meals because of either being too busy or not being hungry. Right, so this week was a good week. My goal stayed the same for macros. I also wanted to stay 1,300 for my calories. And most of the time, I mean, I started out higher, 1,700, 1,800, 841. That's a bad day, but I wasn't hungry. And then I just did really low calorie for the other two things. My calories here were 1,000, 1,100, 1,000. 1,400. So, I mean, there's specific ones, but I'm kind of rounding them. And then I started doing something that I absolutely love here every single week, and I think that I'm going to keep it up. So I always do my total calories, my steps, and my calories burned, and then I'm putting it up here together instead of how on the previous spreads it was kind of on weird areas. So my total calories, the daily average was 1,297, so basically on par with my 1,300 goal. Let's see, my steps were 41,806. This increased by 2,634 this week, so that's really great. And then calories burned, 2,099. I burned 129 more calories this week than the previous week, so that's something to be proud of, and I like to just point out the positives. All right, on to January 17th through the 23rd. My goals were to work out 5 times, get more water, and use a machine for a workout. It says you can and you will. And then I tracked my steps just straight over here instead of tracking them on the days. And I actually like this a lot. Like, I actually feel like I should start doing this again. So here is my weekly weigh-in, 189.6. We were 188.8. But again, we had lost 2 pounds the week before. Like, chances are you're not going to keep losing at that rate, especially when I started working out also. So I didn't really care exactly what the scale ended up saying because I was feeling great being so active. And in fact, I had the most energy this week than I've had for a couple years. And so I could have given a crap less if that scale said 20 pounds more or not. All right, then my macros, you can see there's not tons of stars here going on. I was really trying to figure out like how to increase my protein. And I mean, that is what I focused on, and I definitely got closer. So my goal is 90. I had 82, 68, 93, 107, which was kind of one of my biggest days, 73, 68, and 105. And so, I mean, that was my focus of the week. And I didn't do horrible, but yet I think the working out was making me so hungry, and I had to learn how to balance those two things. So I did a workout here for 30 minutes, burned 216 calories. I did 33 minutes, burned 256 calories. And I started a second workout program through Beachbody, the Morning Meltdown 100, and I burned 203 more calories. So basically I ended this workout and I just had so much energy. I was running up and down the stairs, and my daughter was laughing at me because it's like, what happened to me? But it felt great. Like, I never got tired the whole entire day. And so I decided, hey, let's go ahead and do another workout. And I'm so happy I did, because now I'm doubling up my workouts pretty often, and it feels great to be able to do that. So I did that, and Morning Meltdown has a lot of jumping and lunging. And like I said, I have knee issues, and I think that exacerbated it. So I wrote here on my workout log, because my goal was 5 times for the week, so I put 5 boxes along the bottom. I put knee pain, rest. It was a 3 out of 10 is what I ended up scoring it as. And I am one, like, you're never even gonna see a score of 7 for me. I was an ER nurse. Like, you better be on deathbed, like your leg is hanging off because of an accident or something, to be a 10 out of 10. And so 3 out of 10, I mean, it was tolerable, but it was hurting enough that I didn't feel like I should just work through it. And then the next day, same thing, knee pain, rest. That was a 5 out of 10, which is really bad for me, actually. Like, it was really painful. I kind of wanted to cry. I sat down, I iced it, massaged it, like did everything I was supposed to do. And I said, okay, hopefully this doesn't continue because I really want to work out again. And I've been loving working out. I did put, I'm feeling motivated this week. And then here I got back off my butt and I worked out. So I did 38 minutes and I burned 273 calories and my knee ended up lasting through it and it felt okay. So I was very happy about that, and like that was a complete win mentally for me, because like I said, here I was full of fear that here we go again with this knee. All right, so I did right here, get your diet together, Jamie. So I wasn't doing great. Like I was doing a lot of convenient food. So if we look through this, let's see, we had tacos here and I ended up having 3 tacos. I shouldn't have. I should have stopped with 1, maybe 2. And then we had pizza right here after having a big breakfast. But like I said, this working out, it hit me. I was hungry. Then here I had chicken nuggets and then we had cheeseburgers. They were homemade cheeseburgers, so nothing like super greasy, and we don't add a whole bunch of extras to ours. And then here, wiener wings. Those are like hot dogs with crescent rolls around it with cheese. And so, I mean, really high in sodium. And then tacos again, and hash brown casserole, and Marco's is a pizza place. So, and then I stopped at McDonald's on my way to work, and then I had a Hot Pocket for supper. I mean, I needed to focus a little bit. I did work these 2 days, so I ended up noting that, and there was no workout that happened. My results for this week, my calories were higher and my daily average was 1,607, so definitely higher than my 1,300 goal. But these 2 are a win. So calories burned, I burned 675 more calories than last week. So that's huge, 675 more calories. And if you look back, that is from the workout. So I felt really like great that I was doing stuff to actively try to put myself in a better position. And then my steps, these both were the highest so far for the year. So I increased my steps by 7,669 from the previous week. But if you remember, I mean, we started January with only 24,000 steps for the whole entire week, and here we are at 49,475. So that's great, and I felt great about being active. All right, so then this is the last week of January. I ended up doing this color because this is a local sports team color. It's black and gold, but the colors are really black and yellow. And I liked this week and how it ended up turning out. So here are all of my quotes. I love quotes in here. It keeps me motivated. It keeps me flipping this open. And sometimes, you know, that's exactly what you need to keep on going. So my weekly weigh-in, I was back down to 189. I lost 0.6 of a pound. Hey, it's a win. It was down. And then for my macros, you could see, I mean, I did okay. I have quite a few stars going on here. And I did end up putting my my goal for my calories up a little bit. So it says 1,300 to 1,500. I felt like maybe I was stalling losing weight because of working out, and then I wasn't eating enough calories. So I kind of play around with it a little bit based on what I'm seeing for the week or how I'm feeling for the week. So my goal was more water, focus on nutrition, because like I said, the previous week was bad, work out 4 times, and decrease my carb intake. And I did put busy week, need to prepare and schedule better. So you can see I skipped quite a few meals throughout the whole entire week. I did okay with my diet. Like, it wasn't great, but it wasn't horrible. But it was really trying to figure out the carbs. Like, my family growing up always had like butter bread with everything, or garlic bread, or like pasta. Like, there was always a carb involved. And so trying to like switch myself when I'm doing menu planning was a little bit of an eye-opener. And so I did good. My carbs, my goal is to stay under 120. So I had 53, 80, 109, 100, 134. This was 222, but you could see we ate out that day because we were at a dance competition, and this is like a barbecue place, and so naturally there are carbs involved with that. But I think still looking at this day, I had Cinnamon Toast Crunch and milk for breakfast. Like I just really wanted something sweet and cold, and that's not something I typically allow myself, but I went ahead. Like I said, I try to not have any no foods, and it'll just be in moderation. And then I had an egg and cheese English muffin, because here, like I was waking up at like 4 in the morning consistently, so this was kind of like a first breakfast and a second breakfast. And then we were gone at a dance competition the whole entire day, and so we didn't eat lunch, and we ended up going out with great grandma for supper. And so as bad as this day seems, I controlled myself at this restaurant. I controlled myself what I ordered and what I actually ate, and that I didn't like eat off of my kids' plates and all that kind of stuff. So as bad as it looks, this is still a win for me, and I felt great after leaving there, like I had control of my diet. My workouts down here are the next thing. So I do have my step count on every single day, and those are going up. Like even this day, oh, stop. We need to turn back here for a second and discuss the step count. Do you see this second day? Do you see this Tuesday? This was the day I was so hyper, and I was running around and running up and down stairs and did 2 workouts and all this kind of stuff. Guys, when I was at home, 11,068 steps. That's huge for me. Like I said, I used to not even get 3,000 steps in a day. So I was so proud of that day, and consistently it was high this week. So 6,400, 11,000, 4,700, 2,000, 7,100, 9,000, and 9,000. So I mean, I got my steps in that week, and I just want to point out how proud I was of that 11,000 while I was at home. And it like I didn't go on a walk or walk on the treadmill. I didn't leave my house. That was literally like I worked out and stayed so active the whole entire day, like cleaning and doing a whole bunch of stuff, that I did that many steps within my house. All right, back to this week. So my high steps was 9,600, and it looks like my low steps was this day, and it was 2,400 steps. I'm not quite sure why it was so low, but like I said, I'm not that focused on it. It's more about just staying active and getting up. And a lot of times, so I get my steps off of my watch, and a lot of times my watch doesn't count. Like when I'm shopping, I'm holding a grocery cart, and so my arm isn't swinging, or like even at home I'm carrying a laundry basket, so my arm isn't swinging. So I mean, I know I'm definitely getting more steps than what's actually counted here, but anyways, I did another morning meltdown day 2. It was upper strength, 23 minutes, burned 140 calories. So morning meltdown I like because there's a lot of weights, and I feel like that's one thing that I need to start working on, is getting my weights up. And then here, this is actually for Tuesday. I did 2 different things. So Beachbody, I ended up doing 2 of the Let's Get Up workouts, and that was a little over an hour, and I burned 486 calories. This day I worked, so I was off. And then this day we had a dance competition at night. We were at dance competition the whole entire day, and then this day I worked. So no workouts on those days. So the one thing I do want to point out definitely on this spread is here. I hit 187 pounds. That was a total of 35 pounds lost from my known highest weight. Or I got off of the trend of weighing myself every single day, but the highest that I caught, now I'm down 35 pounds, and now it's even more than that. And so I feel great about that. All right, my results for the week. I mean, there wasn't anything huge to talk about, so I didn't write tons in here, but my calories burned was 2353. My total calories average 1330 per day, so I was doing good for my 1300 to 1500, even with going out on this, like, I don't want to call it a cheat meal because we went out because we were too busy to be home to eat. And then my steps were pretty good, so 40,638. All right, so there is my flip through for January. Again, if you look back, it looks like my first weigh-in was 190.8 and then my last weigh-in was 189.6. So as far as the scale moving, it didn't do tons. It was minimal movement, really. It ended up being, let's see, 1.2 pounds. But I think the workouts, I'm so proud of that. And then I feel like my diet, I'm really focusing on, and I've got the hang of it, and I just feel great about where we are for the end of January and starting February. And so I feel like I could definitely build on my exercise. I could build on my nutrition being better. And then as warmer weather comes here pretty soon too, that will help me build up, you know, my step counts and all that kind of stuff. So there you have it. Let me know, is there anything different that you guys would like to see or talk about for February? Flip through when I do that one at the end of the month. And then let me know too, was this helpful to you? Is it something you do want me to continue or not continue? I know I always enjoy watching like after the pins of all types of planner type things. And so yeah, let me know. All right, until next time, bye.